I'm not going back and forth with a man who thinks that they should be in my position. If you want to be in my position, get in my position.
Do you believe that?
Bluff City Media presents The Anthony Sain Show on YouTube at Bluff City Media. Stepping up to the microphone is your host, Anthony Sain.
Acknowledge me.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to 2024 and welcome to The Anthony Sain Show, the first show of the year. Bluff City Media Studios, we are in the building. Kenny Stubblefield, what's going on, my brother?
My guy, it's going to be a fun day.
It's going to be a fun day, man. My guy, Parish Sharkey, is in the building.
Welcome to 2024, man.
Man, welcome, man. Welcome. Feels good, man. You know what a bad feeling is, man? When you're watching TV and the countdown ain't right. Like like because you're watching like streaming or some type of stuff like that. The time is off.
Yep.
But yeah, anyway. Welcome to 2024. We are here. It was actually, but then our show, we recorded this yesterday. Y'all watching it Friday or Saturday or Sunday, all that type of stuff. Time is kind to no one. Kenny Stubblefield.
It just keeps on moving, man.
But what was kind was my holiday. How was yours, brother? I had fans, friends, you know what I'm saying? Friends, family, loved ones in the building. My daughter, Sabrina's here from Japan, had Gabe. Gabe is just not a little kid anymore, man.
Man.
He's a big boy for sure, man. Bought him. It's really easy to shop for Gabe now, because it's like he just likes. I got him shoes, hoodies, jerseys. I got him John Morant this year's jersey, the city edition joint. I had to buy it last year over again. I told you the story. I lost it on the trolley ride, right?
Yep.
I got him that again. I got him a Kylian Mbappe jersey. He's all into soccer. I got him 3 pairs of shoes. I got him a pair of Jaws. Got him a pair of LeBrons to wear for basketball season. Got him another pair of school shoes. Yeah, man, he's good. He's good for sure.
Yeah, mine was good, man. Had my sister's family in town from Virginia, so we spent a lot of time over there. Got my first Jaws, man.
Oh, yeah. I saw you got the Jaw white and black joints, right?
The Jaw white and black.
I got those, too. They'll be in any day now.
You hit me up, and you said, hey, man, they got your size.
They got your size. Go get them.
I was on the app as we speak.
Yeah. So shout out to you for getting the Jaws, man. Jaws dropped like 5 shoes in the last week, seems like. Let's say this Chinese New Year one. Like that wasn't the stores were selling those early. Like that shoe doesn't drop until the 22nd or something like that.
Because that's the actual Chinese New Year.
Right. So I don't know, man, because it wasn't on Nike
them?
at all. It wasn't on Nike at all. They were selling them at Dick's and some other store.
Really?
Yeah, people got those joints already.
I like those.
Yeah, I like it, but I don't like the true gold, like metallic gold.
Yeah, no. I feel you on that.
I'm not a fan at all. But that blue sole is sweet, and I like that for sure. Did you buy anything for yourself this year, Ken?
I did not, man. I did a lot for the kids. Obviously, did a lot for Tracy. We got a lot of birthdays around Christmas time. So my mom's birthday is on the 24th. Mine and my twin sister Erin, our birthday's on January 5th.
Your sister's your twin?
Yeah, she's my twin.
Man, I ain't know that shit.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So my dad's is on the 28th.
Damn.
My niece's is on the 20th. So we got a lot of birthdays and Christmas all kind of wrapped up into one day. So
I kind of have a tradition of when people ask me what I want, I don't want anything, but I do kind of save money while I'm buying stuff for other people to kind of buy some end of the year purchase for myself.
Tracy does that.
Yeah, I do that for sure, man. Like I don't want you to buy me nothing really, but I'll just go buy, not no big shit, but just kind of stuff I've been kind of wanting all year, but I just don't buy it till the end of the year.
I don't do that, so it kind of throws me off. Like Tracy sends me a list. I'm a list guy. Just send me a list of something that you want, and I'll get it. Right? Like I don't want to have to guess, because I'm not a good guesser when it comes to getting gifts for people.
Yeah.
So I got her a big old list of stuff, and next thing I know, she's got like 10 more packages underneath the tree. And I'm like, where'd all this come from? She's like, I bought it from myself. I was like, bet. It threw me off, man. I wasn't ready for it.
I don't wrap it up. I just kind of buy stuff in the month of December, like end of the year.
What do you find yourself buying?
I bought 2 diffusers, 2 of the same diffuser. I bought the diffuser that looks like fire.
That you sent me?
Yeah. I bought that for myself. I bought at least one pair. Did I get a pair of Jaws? The white and black Jaws, I got them.
Yep.
I got that water bottle. I bought that as part of my end of the year stuff I wanted to buy. Little shit, man, like little shit. But I got one gift for myself, Kenny Stubblefield. That's a life changer, man.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about the Grizzlies too. But I bought something that Peter Edmiston, my former radio host, another station.
Let's get Pete on, man.
Man, I've been trying to get Peter Edmiston on since episode 1 of the Anthony Sain Show.
Do I need to put in a phone call?
Hey, we might have to, man. Now, our schedules really conflict with what he does, but we've been trying to figure out how to get it done. It's coming soon. 2024, you will see Peter Edmondson on this show. But he was a big proponent of bidets, Kenny Stubblefield. And I don't know if you've ever had that experience.
I'm not going to tell what you said to me on text.
But yeah, I was questioning my sexuality for a while. Like, all right, this feels a little bit too good. Like I find myself just using this thing
just because.
Yeah, right. I ain't even took a shit. But I just dropped my phone. Oh shit! But they just got me thrown off over here, man.
Yeah, it did.
All right, we back.
You back?
Yeah. All right. So, but no, man. I will give a quick synopsis of the bidet experience. For those of you who do not know what a bidet is, it's a water system that aids you in the cleansing of your fecal matter after you defecate. And I've become so bougie since using mine, Kenny. I refuse to just be an old school wiper again. I believe anyone who's just strictly wiping their ass is in denial. If you're and baby wipes, all that, I don't know. Get that out of here, man. I gotta have cool water.
Not even baby wipes.
I gotta have cool water from the Lake of Minnetonka. Rinsing me, cleansing me, man.
Is it filtered? Filtered water?
No, it's actually the same water that goes to your sink.
Oh.
But it's basically a little thing that's on Amazon. I think it's like $60.
Mm-hmm.
You splice your water going to your toilet, to the bottom of your toilet to fill up your tank, which is clean water. The same water goes to your sink. It splices that, and it goes to the bidet thing. And you sit down, you turn the little nozzle. And it gives you a cleansing rinse. Kenny Stubblefield. I've become so cultured. I feel like I've become so, I feel like I might watch the Color Purple movie now. The Color Purple musical.
Tell me the first time. What happened the first time?
What you mean?
With the bidet. What was the first experience?
It's got a dial on it, so I was like, all right, I'm not gonna blast this joint. I'm just gonna kind of ease into it. And to ease into it is really all I need. I don't need I tried the full blast. It was a little bit too much for the kid, I was like, I almost had a story to tell.
Like good or bad?
No, I almost had a story to tell. I was surviving the bidet experience. I'm about to do a documentary about it. But now I'm gonna say this, man. At this point, if you just an ass wiper with toilet paper, man, you're in denial, man. You're in denial. And speaking of denial, Kenny Stubblefield, Taylor Jenkins fans.
That's a good transition. That's a nice segue.
Oh, man. Shout out to Bluff City Media's resident NBA draft specialist. I forgot my guy's name. Chip Williams.
Yeah, Chip Williams.
Who after the Grizzlies won 4 straight games, those Taylor Jenkins can't coach conversations were fun. Yeah, they still are. And I'll talk about that more with Parish Sharkey when it comes on. But I'm at the point, man, where I think everyone should be at this point. And shout out to Chris Harrington, who was on Jeff's show today, Jeff Calkins' show, who said, anything I look at in this season is all about how does this decision look into next season? Because with the things that have happened this year, the chances of making the playoffs are strange. The chances of making the play-in are strange. So many things have happened this year. If the only thing that happened was Ja Morant getting suspended, it would have been a hellacious season. And way more than Ja Morant getting suspended has happened this year. So anything that happens at this point, I can't expect them to go to the playoffs.
Right.
I've adopted this theory of my own that gives me my own personal piece when it comes down to the Grizzlies of the 5-game sets. Or winning 60% of your games, whether that's 2 out of 3, or the more digestible part of it is 3 out of 5. You win 3 out of 5 games, doesn't even sound like a lot. You win 3 out of every 5 games, you're at a 60% win clip. You're going to be at 41-41. Does that get you into the playoffs? Does that get you to the play-in? I don't know. But that's where I'm at. Right now, we played 7 games. We won 4. We lost 3 straight. I don't know what that percentage is, but if you win tonight, you're 5-3. You're at 62%, so you're ahead of pace. And with all the stuff the Grizzlies have gone through in these last 3 games, you win tonight, you're ahead of pace of where you need to be.
Yep. For
my 60% theory. You know what I mean? My 60% rule. A lot of games left to go. I'm not really stressing about a lot of this stuff, man. I think anybody with a brain should realize that Taylor Jenkins is not the long-term answer at coach here, and that this is a guy who's been winning because of the talent he's got,
right?
And not particularly because of anything he's doing. Because that dude, either one or two things are happening, man. And I'm leaning towards the latter. Either he's not a good coach, he's like a dummy, or there's something else going on, man. Like, I don't know whether he's fighting against the front office, or he's trying to prove a point to the front office, but it's like some of the stuff that he's doing, like, bro, there's no way that that's what your brain came up with. Mm-hmm. That's what you decide to do. So I don't really know what's going on with that, man. I really don't care. The Grizzlies are going to have to make a trade. There's no way they're not going to make a trade strictly because there's no way they're not going to keep Vince Williams for the season.
Right.
Like, they're going to make a deal to clear up for Vince Williams. The Bismack Biyombo contract is interesting. They gave him a $5 million deal. That deal can't be traded until January the 31st. I think that if you making package him in a deal, and a team says, okay, all right, Grizzlies, if you see a deal with cash considerations, you know what I mean? Like, you pay off Bismack's contract, the team waives him, that type of thing, where you can do a 2-for-1 type deal, but it's not really a true 2-for-1 because the team's going to waive Bismack.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? If we send him the money to pay his salary. I can see something like that. A lot of fans are complaining about, waiting, like the Grizzlies are waiting. They can't wait. I don't think the Grizzlies are waiting on anything. Like, we don't have anything to deal. Like, we don't have – we're in the buyer's market. We're shopping. We don't have a lot of money. You know what I mean? So it's not like teams aren't like, okay, Grizzlies, when y'all going to let us get Jake Arabia?
Teams aren't beating on the door, and the Grizzlies –
right.
The Grizzlies are the ones that are knocking.
Yeah,
right?
We're knocking on teams' doors, and teams are probably telling the Grizzlies, hey, man, we ain't on there right now. We're trying to see what our team is. We're trying to see what this particular player is.
Right. That's
holler at us in January. Holler at us in damn near February.
Yeah,
We'll talk then, close to the trade deadline.
Before the trade deadline.
Yeah, so I don't really think that I don't think this – because people are kind of creating this narrative like the front office is sitting on their hands. Like, they don't have time to wait. What are they waiting on? Like nobody's saying, come on, man. Let go of David Roddy, you cowards. Like,
to the tango, man. It's not like folks are beating on the door for David Roddy, and they're like, nah, we want to still see where he's at.
I don't think Chicago's calling us. What are y'all waiting on to give us 2 second-round picks for Andre Drummond? Like,
right.
No, man. Like, Chicago's, all right, man, we'll give it y'all. We'll give it y'all. And, like, we're not going to be the team that's going to give you what you need to make you better. So those picks that you were trying to sell us ain't about shit. You know what I mean? So
right.
People got to think about all that type of stuff, man, for sure, man. But I'm going to get out the way and bring on somebody who can talk about this stuff and more. My man, Parish Sharkey, the first interview of the year. Who no one better than my man, Parish Sharkey.
Let's go.
Who covers the Memphis Grizzlies for Bluff City Media. My man, Parish Sharkey, just been on a real baller-ass holiday season.
I told him when he
Little Brevin Knight Jr. up in this joint, man.
I said he went from light skin to dark skin.
Oh, hey, man, came back
the beach.
Crispy golden brown, celebrating his wife's birthday and the holidays.
Man was posting pictures from the cruise ship. I was like, man, screw
big
you,
time
bro.
tricking off energy, man. I ain't mad at my boy, man. He deserve it, man. Nobody better.
He definitely does deserve it. I was jealous as hell.
Oh, I'm jealous as hell. That man was on a baller ass. Like, we just married and in love. And ain't got that money ass vacation, man. My man, Parish Sharkey. He's about to join us when we come back for the Sit Down with Sain. We'll see you guys in a minute here on the Anthony Sain Show.
This is foolish and stupid.
Foolish and stupid.
It is
stupidly
dumb.
foolish.
It is dumb as hell.
Foolish.
They haven't got in at all this year.
Yeah.
They're not. What are AP voters doing?
I don't know.
They're leaning. Here's a couple things. They're either leaning on what they thought this team would be coming into the year, or they're still holding Penny Hardaway's drama against him.
Yeah.
Oh, something's going to spiral out of control. Well, quite frankly, it hadn't gone that bad. They're 7-2, and they have 3 wins over top 50 KenPom teams, 2 top 25 wins at this point in the year.
Yeah,
Find me a team who has that
resume
on their freaking resume.
I agree.
Tune in to On the Bluff with Christian Fowler and Gabe Kuhn every Tuesday at 12 p.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
What a huge week from can we call them the Three Kings? Can we replace the old Three Kings with the new Three Kings?
Well, they were 4 Kings, though.
Yeah, but these 3 are better than the 4.
Yeah, I think that's a fair statement.
The 3 being David Jones, Javon Quinterly, and Caleb Mills. Through these last 2 games on the road, both in Raucous arenas, they've combined, do you know how many points they've combined for?
I don't remember the number. You actually talked about
I know,
this
I
right
told
before,
you. I was
very
just seeing
briefly.
how
I
good.
don't remember the number. I do remember it being staggering.
Timothy's memory was 126 combined points in the last 2 matchups. That's 63 a ball game between the 3 of those fellas. David Jones leading the way. He was American Conference Player of the Week, averaging 26, 7.5 rebounds, and 3 steals in 2 road games. Dropped 23 on VCU with 8 boards, and then dropped 29 yesterday in College Station. Keep that up. We're going to be tough to beat.
Yeah, I mean, what are we talking about?
Tune in to Tigers Untapped with TJ Willis and Trey Lasley every Wednesday at 3 p.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to Nathan the Sain Show. Time for the sit down with Sain. Followed by new subscribers who started watching the show after they saw Brevin Knight on here, who might be saying, "Who is this naysayer?"
Who is this naysayer?
Beside me.
Is he a ninja from Jersey?
Right? Is he a ninja from Jersey? Is he a naysayer from Jersey as well? No, this is one of Memphis, Tennessee's own. This is my man Parish Sharkey. He is the beat writer for Bluff City Media, covering the Memphis Grizzlies, of course. He joins us each and every Tuesday. He's not Brevin Knight. Shout out to my man. Hey, Brevin set a standard, man.
Right, that's a hard follow.
Yeah, it's a hard follow.
Parish went on vacation.
Right.
I was like, oh, the hell out of welcome to this shit.
I'm out here in Mexico and stuff. Like, God,
damn, I got to come out and Brevin Knight. Then the show ain't been on for a week.
Right.
Like, well, that's probably good since, you know. Yeah. And if y'all want Brevin to come on the show, maybe as a monthly guest, like once a month, blow him up on Twitter and say,
definitely.
Yeah, get in his DM and ask him, has he considered, being a regular guest?
Because guess what? He can come anytime he wants to.
Anytime he wants. Because if he want to come today, I'd be like, hey, Paris, hey, where you at, man?
Hey, man.
Hey,
now we had no problem.
Yeah, man. Well, good stuff. It's been a week since we came into the studio, a week since we had a show. This is our first show of 2024. Rough 2023 calendar year for the Memphis Grizzlies, man. If you really think about the things that happened this year, you had the Steven Adams injury to start the year. You had Brandon Clark injury. You had John Morant getting suspended twice in that year. I want to say he had some type of injury sometime in the year as well, if I'm not mistaken. We had a
y'all did playoffs.
He hurt his wrist in the playoffs. The playoffs themselves, we're not going to talk about. You had the Dylan Brooks fiasco with all this stuff he was doing about LeBron James. Finding the West happened in 2023, if I'm not mistaken.
That actually happened in 2022.
Okay, it was right at the end of the year. Yeah. Some bad things happened, like I said. And then we had this season with John Morant being on a 25-game suspension. You had Marcus Smart missing a lot of time. Steven Adams still out for the year. Brandon Clark has been out all year long. A lot of injuries we had. We had civil war within Grizz Twitter. The tribal chief is grieving, watching his nation divided. All these different things have happened in 2023 for the Grizzlies, but we are turning the new calendar year. What are some things that you see that you could be optimistic about with the Grizzlies in this calendar year, 2024?
Man, it's hard because that New Year's Eve game to end.
Oh, yeah, it's just a
31 point
shitty mess.
But things to be positive about. They finally got everyone outside of Steven Adams and Brandon Clark healthy.
Right.
This is the first injury report. The game, well, I guess after this recording come out there, I already played the game. But the game against the Spurs, this is the first game where nobody was on the injury report outside of those two.
Right.
So
they didn't take a screenshot with Notes app.
Right,
exactly.
On the injury report.
So that's the biggest positive to really take away. Also, during the 4-game winning streak before their recent 3-game losing streak, you had the big three. Each of them scored at least 20 points all of those games. It was Ja, Desmond Bane, and Jaren were being the star players that they were. Last 3 games, not so much. Illness hasn't been affecting Ja. Of course, with him being affected by illness, now Desmond Bane and Jaren Jackson getting overload once again. You're trying to integrate Marcus Smart back in, trying to integrate Luke Kennard back in. Now you're just trying to actually fill the pieces in now that everybody's healthy, but this hasn't been the case all season. So it's a whole nother chemistry issue, or not necessarily issue, but it's a whole nother chemistry solving that they need to have going forward. But I think those are the real positives, that you finally have everybody here. So now it should be
Let's
a little
figure it out
easier
and
to
go play
figure out.
basketball. Yeah. That's something I've kind of looked at as well. I've seen people. I don't know, man. I talked to Kenny about this in the first segment as well. How like I'm just kind of at peace with this season. Like I don't like the stuff I see people stressing about game to game. Like I'm like I can't do that anymore. Like how are you? I've never been there. Like this entire season, I've never just been like really like, oh man, like we got like this is crazy. Oh, we got to fire this guy. We get like my whole thing with Taylor Jenkins is that okay, let's stop acting like Taylor Jenkins is something that he's not. Let's just this is what Taylor Jenkins really is. Like that's been my whole thing. I don't want to see the dude get fired. I mean, because they're not even the type of front office that's going to hire a dude midseason. They don't.
That's the thing,
if they fired that dude today, they wouldn't. They wouldn't know what to do, bro. like it's just where I'm at.
Exactly.
Like they wouldn't know who to. They would hire. They probably would pick somebody off their bench to be an interim,
Right.
And we'd be like, all right, we might as well kept Taylor Jenkins.
And the guy you would have wanted, he's in Toronto now.
Right, exactly. So exactly. So I don't wish Taylor Jenkins to be fired, but I'm fine. I'm happy saying I told y'all so that like this dude isn't. He's not. There are two types of coaches, man. There are the Greg Popoviches and the Eric Spoelstras of the world who stay with the team forever and through every iteration of the team, and you see them signs where they take bad teams and they maximize those teams.
Yeah.
Then you just kind of got everybody else. You just got dudes who they kind of run their course and they're gone. You know what I mean?
Because even that point, think of Eric Spoelstra this year.
Right.
Think of Miami. You just
and people are like trying to lean Taylor Jenkins more towards this other side. Like, no, man, that's not who he is. Like he's much more of a Brent Brown than he is.
Yeah,
whoever you're trying to make him into.
That's exactly who I thought he was.
Because I remember that year that Philadelphia, the year they ended up letting Brent Brown go. Mm-hmm. There were so many national media members. How do you fire Brent Brown? Like, that dude ain't had a job since. He ain't been nowhere. Not that I know of. You know what I mean? Like, I think he's much more closer to one of those type of guys than he is an elite level coach.
To that point, I remember Brett
And I don't even think he's second tier. I don't even think he's in the tier with like Tyronn Lue. Those type of dudes who move around, but they have long stays. Like, I mean, come on, man.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And I remember Brett Brown's first playoff run in Philadelphia just like made. They were just like the Grizzlies, a young team, and they had a chance to legit beat Boston in the second round, and they kept making young mistakes. Similar to the Grizzlies against Golden State. Like, it was like, the comparison is like it's spot on with him and Brett Brown. He definitely reminded me of him.
That's my whole thing, man. People think I have this thing where I'm like, oh, I want to see Taylor Jenkins get fired. I don't care if that dude's a coach or not. Because all my life I've seen teams that are good in spite of coaches just kind of there, man. There's only a handful of coaches in my life that I feel like were the reasons why a team was good. And even when those teams, once they got a certain level of talent, it really wasn't. The coach was just OP at that point.
Like Phil Jackson. You had Kobe, you had Shaq, you had Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen. Like,
yeah, man. Like, I've seen a lot of teams that were like, a lot of teams that were really good. Like that, you remember that Clippers team, the Lob City Clippers, right?
Yep.
Dude, Vinny Del Negro was their coach. He was an idiot.
Like, so.
And he's probably the reason why we won some series against the Clippers we probably should not have won. Like, that team was loaded. Bro, go back and look at that first Lob City Clippers roster, bro. That team had just go. I ain't gonna look. I can't remember it now. But if you go back and look at it, that team was loaded with talent. Bro.
I know they had Eric Bledsoe and Kenyon Martin coming out the bench in that game.
And they had Nick Young was on that team. I was like, bro, they had Kenyon Martin, like you said. They had what was
Bledsoe was backing up Chris Paul.
What was the guard? They had like
Grant Hill was on that team.
No, not that team.
That's Lob City Clippers.
Randy Foy was on that team. I was like, bro, but that team was low. What was the big man?
DeAndre Jordan, Blake Griffin, of course.
They had both of them on there, and they had the dude that was like the backup power forward to get all the rebounds on us.
Reggie,
somebody, man.
Not Jackson. Reggie
Evans. Like, bro, that team was loaded. Ken, if you got a second, pull up that. Is that 2010, 11?
2012.
Yeah, look up that first Lob City team with Blake Griffin, Chris Paul, and DeAndre Jordan. That team was deep, man. And freaking Vinny Del Negro was the coach. Like, bro, like I've seen a lot of teams in my life that have been good in spite of dumbass coaches.
Oh, that's true.
But yeah,
but ain't nobody trying to become the Lob City. They didn't ever make it to the conference finals, man. Like,
but I'm saying that team was good, man.
Yeah, they underachieved.
that team was good, like with Vinny Del Negro as the coach, bro, who was a goof.
Did y'all want 12 and 13 or 11 and 12?
The first Blake Griffin's rookie year. It's his second year.
His second year. No, it was his third year when Chris Paul got there.
Yeah, it was his third year?
Because he missed his whole rookie year.
Well, the first year Chris Paul got with the Clippers, bro. I think that was 2013.
Well, the year they beat
Whenever
us.
you get it, let me know. I want you to read that roster, because that roster was loaded as hell.
This is the 12-13 roster.
Nah, it ain't that far back. It was that first year.
Chris Paul's on there.
We'll go back and see the year before.
Okay.
I want to say that year they beat us in Game 7. That was his first year.
It was the first year they had Chris Paul. Cause I want to say it was a year that we blew that 25-point lead.
Don't remember.
Go read the roster on that team, bro.
Here I come. 11 and 12. Vinny Del Negro was the coach.
I think it was 11-12. Go ahead.
All right.
It was 2012 playoffs.
And Chris Paul is on that team?
Yep.
All right, go. I think that's it.
All right. Chauncey Billups.
Ooh.
Right. Come on, bro. Go ahead.
Eric Bledsoe.
Yes.
Karan Butler.
Yes.
Ron Butler. God,
Brian
dog.
Cook. Reggie Evans.
Brian Cook, Reggie Evans, yep.
Courtney Fortson. Randy Foy.
Randy Forbes on that team, yep.
Remember that?
Ryan Gomez. Or Gomes.
Ryan Gomes was good.
Ryan Gomes.
He was like a
That's a
6'8"
name.
wing, versatile wing, defender and
I remember
everything.
him.
Go ahead, bro. Athletic, go ahead.
Blake.
Griffin.
Solomon Jones.
He was decent.
DeAndre.
Yeah, you Jordan.
Travis Leslie.
Nobody.
Kenyon Martin.
Kenyon Martin, yep.
Chris Paul.
Chris Paul.
Freaking Bobby Simmons.
Yep.
You remember
He was
Bobby?
good,
That's a
man.
name.
He was
That's a
good.
name.
Trey Tompkins, Mo Williams, and Nick Young.
God, that team had Mo Williams.
Mo Williams. That was it. That was out. That was the tail end.
Bro, that team, bro, I used to talk about that. Like, people didn't understand how good that first Clippers team was, bro. But anyway, Vinny Del Negro was the coach. You know what I mean? So he was the reason why they couldn't go as far as that team should have went, bro. But anyway, there's a couple things with Taylor Jenkins that have just happened in the last week or so that have had me like, I don't care what y'all say about injuries. I don't care what y'all say about none of this, bro. Like, it's just basic coaching one-on-one. What we're seeing Bismack Biyombo. I want to ask you what the hell is going on with Bismack Biyombo too, man. But anyway, you see Bismack struggling. You pull him in halftime and you start Xavier Tillman, right?
Yep.
The next game you come back with Bismack again.
Yep.
And then Tillman played some minutes. He didn't play a lot of
Play
minutes.
him to the end of the third quarter.
Right. Then the
last
next
2
game,
games.
he didn't play at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, explain to me, bro. Like, if you're a coach, right? Like, I don't care where Steven Adams are. I don't care where Brandon Clark is. If your two bigs are your two centers are Bismack and X, right?
Right.
If Bismack is struggling and you got another center there, a center that played with Jaren Jackson and won like 55% of your games, won a playoff series together with that starting front court, won a lot of games in years past, playoff games, all this stuff with Xavier Tillman starting. Xavier Tillman guarded LeBron James, guarded Jokic, all these dudes well, bro. Like, what? How? Like, what am I looking at, man? Like, what? Then people try to argue me like, oh, no. It's, like, bro, what are you talking about, bro? Like, what are you seeing in that particular, what the hell are you doing moment with Taylor
the same
Jenkins?
thing you saying, that, and kind of like how you said, like, I'm not finna do all this. I'm not finna bicker back and forth with people. So,
yeah.
Like New Year's Eve, for instance, it was just like, hey, they getting their ass kicked. Cool.
Right.
It's New Year's.
They got whooped,
It's New Year's,
Yeah.
man. I ain't about to hurt my night.
Nah, I'm definitely not going to sit and argue with y'all about this game.
But man, it's the same old thing.
I'm over eating Rotel. I ain't got time. Eating Rotel and drinking. I ain't got time.
Was it smoked Rotel you
Nah,
was talking about?
nah, it wasn't smoked Rotel. It was just regular ass cooked in the microwave.
It was that
Rotel.
glaucoma Rotel.
No, it was just regular ass Rotel. Hey, Ken, you heard a smoked Rotel though?
I have not.
I didn't hear it till you.
Yeah, man. Hey, naysayers will come up with some shit, man. That's all I got to say. We'll come up with some shit for real, man.
Let a naysayer know,
Yeah,
man.
we'll cook Rotel on the grill. That's what he's talking about. Like cooked it outside.
I bet that's dope as hell.
Yeah,
I bet that's awesome. I love it.
I'm not putting that much work in the Rotel, bro. I'm sorry.
Just heat it up in the microwave.
Put this shit in the microwave, bro. But all you naysayers out there, y'all will come up with some shit. Nah, go ahead, bro.
But yeah, Taylor Jenkins still hasn't improved. I think that's the key, because it's
So
like
goofy, man.
The first couple of years, you like, okay, at the very least, you could say he's a young coach, and maybe he can improve as years go along.
Yep.
And even his presser, the media day presser, we thought, okay, maybe he's starting to get it. Maybe he's gonna change some.
Yep.
He's changed in the sense that he's started just playing everybody and trying to throw different lineups. Because he used to even do that. He would just stick like John Conchar every single game. He even mentioned Conchar nowadays. So he did grow in that phase. But
You had
it's still
people
other
arguing me,
things.
telling me, man, they can't play Tillman and Conchar because there's a trade out there. There's a trade
No
rumor.
trades,
So they
man.
can't play those two. Like, man, y'all don't shut y'all ass up, bro.
And I would say ban the trade machine. I'm just gonna mute every single trade machine I
man.
see.
Exactly.
To the trade deadline.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just hasn't improved his coaching method. And at this point, we still living on hope because he's still the coach. So at that point, it's just like, hey, he's still the coach. So I just gotta hope for the best. But I'm not about to sit here and go on a fire him train every day because what's the purpose?
For what? Because you fire him, like they're not gonna go. Mm-hmm. They're not gonna go hire Phil Jackson. You know what I mean? It's like or Mark Jackson. You know what I mean?
Not mid-season.
Yeah,
like in the off season, maybe Tyronn Lue may come over.
Yeah, that's my thing. I'm hoping somebody like Tyronn Lue comes available, but I don't even think they would. They're not going to hire no dude who's going to stand on his own like that. They're going to hire like some dude who's like the third assistant somewhere, and they can like bring him in and
St. Patrick's.
Yeah, he'll be in.
Unless your superstar player put some pressure on him.
Yeah, man, we'll see. That's what I'm hoping. Hoping somebody did go down. But now, what I was saying, and also like you look at the case of Vince Williams, right? Which is the peculiar case of Vince Williams, bro. A guy who we saw in summer league where they every game they won,
he was
Vince Williams played and he was good, right? So you're not playing Vince. You start giving Vince minutes. He started showing improving. Has a tremendous game against Boston. You do not reward him the next game with minutes at all. You're constantly starting David Roddy. And like with most things, like with this Bismack Biyombo thing, it feels like it's inevitable that Xavier Tillman starts again.
Right.
But he's always 4 or 5 games behind when he decides to do it. He's always and this happens in the playoffs.
Yep.
In the playoffs, bro, you're waiting 2 and 3 games too much before you decide to make a decision.
Down 3-1 and you decide to adjust.
So with Vince, you're out there throwing David Roddy out there, and then you eventually start Vince. Vince Williams was your starting small forward, and you were looking good. Had fans saying, does Vince Williams need to be the starter for the entire season? Is he the small forward of the future, right? They were giving this man 3-4 inches of height.
I'm supposed to ready to trade Marcus Smart off the joint.
Bro, Vince Williams went from being 6'4" to 6'8" real quick.
He did, though.
Like, bro, we got a 6'8" wing. Like he's more like 6'4". But
man, his Marcus Smart size.
Man, we got a 6'9" wing. Like he's not 6'9".
Got a long wingspan, man.
He's about 6'4", really, bro. Maybe 6'4", 5-ish, maybe. But like, we got a big wing. He's 6'11". He can guard KD. Like, all right, bro. All right. I ain't arguing with you, bro. Hey, whatever you say, Vince Williams is, man. Who am I to argue? I ain't my naysayer. You got it. Who am I to argue with you, naysayer? But no. But he goes from being that guy to you get Marcus Smart back. And that was the person saying, okay, bro, you start Marcus Smart. Like, stop being goofy. You start Marcus Smart, all right? So that's fine. And then you do that to the other night, Vince Williams, when you get everybody back. You're not playing him at all. I'm like, what am I watching, bro? Like he had 7 minutes like going into the third quarter. Mm-hmm. I think he finished with like 17 or something like that. He brought
Derrick Rose and Santi.
Yes, like, bro, explain.
No, it was Derrick Rose, Luke Kennard. No, it was Derrick Rose, Santi, then Luke Kennard.
It's like, bro, what am I watching, bro?
Because he didn't play to the second quarter.
Yes.
He didn't play the first quarter at all.
Because I was at the house like, all right, bro, with Smart and Kennard back, there's no reason to play Zaire or not Lofton.
Or Roddy.
R.I.P. to my guy Lofton. Roddy, right?
I saw his numbers. His first.
That's G League number. Man, Grizzlies fan.
He does that at every G League.
Look what he's doing.
Man,
like,
come
he
on,
was doing
man.
that here, bro. Like
you already know. As soon as he did that.
Jake LaRavia dropping 30 in the G League. Man,
about time. He wasn't doing that before.
Anyway, man. But okay, then you go from what was I saying? You get. Okay, I was saying, okay, you ain't playing Zaire, you ain't playing Roddy. Mm-hmm. Then when I saw like he made his full run of rotations, I was like, crap, he didn't play neither one of those dudes. I said, all right, good. Damn. Like I said, you don't have to play those dudes.
Snuck him in.
He was like saying, but they ain't playing Vince. I said, what are you talking about? Looked at the box score, I was like, oh my God, bro, this dude is not playing Vince.
It was an 8-man rotation, basically.
I mean, how do you argue like that he's like not being a bubblehead, bro? Like, what are we talking about, bro? Yeah. Like, what?
Especially like because just even talking to the players in the locker room after the game. Ja Morant obviously is not fully like over his illness, so it's like you play the players, like play Vince Williams more minutes.
It's crazy, bro.
Bismack had good zeros across the board. Like
I don't get it, man. It's some wild stuff for sure. It's wild stuff. What do you feel about like you hear a lot of fans saying things like the Grizzlies can't wait to make a trade. They need to make a trade now. I'm like, bro, the Grizzlies are not. Nobody's waiting on the Grizzlies to make a trade, bro. Like nobody. Like other teams are like, come on, man. What are y'all waiting to give me Jake LaRavia? Like nobody said that to the Grizzlies, bro. Like we are buyers in the free agent market right now.
Who was there on Twitter that put the post talking about the Knicks looking at it? Jake LaRavia.
Somebody from Sports Illustrated, which may very well been AI. May ain't been a real person wrote this shit.
I was like, nah.
Yeah, bro. Like I don't know who this guy is, and I'm sure this clip is gonna get into this dude's hands. But for those of you who don't know, Sports Illustrated, when you see, there are some people that are Sports Illustrated writers, right? But there are some people who are carrying the Sports Illustrated label who aren't technically Sports Illustrated writers. I used to be one of them. That's why I can speak for this. They are people who are subcontracted through Sports Illustrated to cover team sites for Sports Illustrated. I don't know if that's what that dude is. I'm assuming that's who he was, the guy who wrote that Knicks article, but it's really no different than like the dude that they let sneak into the press conference being me right now. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not saying that dude don't know what he's talking about, but it very well could just be somebody sharing their opinion on something. It could be somebody who knows what he's talking about, though, because it could be somebody who's got intel with the team. But it wasn't. It was a Sports Illustrated article, but it wasn't like it was. I can't think of the dude's name.
Like a notable.
Yeah, it wasn't the dude who still writes for Sports Illustrated. I can't think of his name,
like
but
legit.
Yeah. Not to say that the dude who's doing it is not legit, but it's not a Sports Illustrated article.
Right.
I don't think it is, or whatever. But yeah, if somebody wanted Jake LaRavia, I would clearly meet you at Wilson's Aaron
should have did that
with his shit.
Did that last year,
right. But especially if there's somebody saying that they see some potential in them for sure. What was I saying though? But the whole Vince Williams thing is just crazy, man. Like, why are you not? Like, what am I missing? Again, what am I missing?
I don't know. I ain't there at practice. I don't, at this point,
yeah, man.
You throwing darts at the board, and
it
is what it is.
Wild stuff. The trade deadline thing. Trades, period. People are acting like the Grizzlies are like we're holding out. Like it's like there's a trade out there we can do. That we're saying, no, man, we're good with Bismack. Like that's not what they're doing, man. Like this, we are buyers at the trade deadline, which means that we're trying to get assets from other teams, right? Mm-hmm. But it ain't like we spending big money. It's like we going in the store with a $5 bill with $4.48 and flossing like we just got, no, bro, like, hey, I get to you when I get to you, big money. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And that's what, like, nobody wants what the Grizzlies are really offering. Not saying you can't make a deal, but nobody's gonna be like, oh, that's a deal. I need to take that now before somebody else comes in and do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's not like whether that's Andre Drummond you're talking about, no matter who you're talking about, whatever level big you're talking about, the Grizzlies don't really have a lot of coins to really force the team to do something now. And if you do, you're talking about a severe overpay where you're, well, let me catch the Grizzlies while they're being goofy. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
While they're being desperate, that type of move. And also, another thing to think about is that if you see the Grizzlies make a move this year, there's a good chance that it's going to involve this year's draft pick, like the 2024 draft pick. And if that's the case, if you're the Grizzlies and I'm saying, hey, I'll offer you this and this 2024 draft pick for this player, teams are probably like, yeah, that sounds good. But hit me up in February when I know more about that draft pick, what that draft pick is going to look like. Because I don't want to trade this for that. Because our draft picks are going to carry most of any trade we do, to be honest. Because we don't have a lot of movable parts. And there's a lot of people who are saying, well, trade Marcus Smart, trade Kennard and this to get this. If we do a trade, if we do a big trade, like for a starting center, like you're talking about Jared Allen, you're talking about Clint Capella, whatever you're talking about.
Nick Claxton. Yeah,
I don't want Steven Adams to still be on my roster, and I'm losing perimeter players, Marcus Smart, Luke Kennard.
Yep.
I would rather trade Adams and whatever picks need to happen to make it happen, as opposed to trading one of those guys. So I just want to throw that out there. All right, I said all that to say this. What is your own viewpoint on the lack of movement from the Grizzlies?
I think they what word am I looking for? I'm thinking kind of what Boston did. They held on to the assets too long.
Yeah.
The Grizzlies held on
to what assets we got?
I'm talking about before the draft. Draft picks look good before you actually put names to them.
Yeah, exactly. We should have moved them picks a while ago.
You should have been moved those picks. When you drafted 4 rookies last year, you shouldn't have been drafting 4 rookies.
Yeah.
Those picks should have been traded.
Yeah, you should have traded those picks for sure, especially when you knew you weren't going to keep Kyle Anderson on.
Yep.
And you knew you weren't going to keep Anthony Melton. You should have made draft day trades for actual players.
Yep.
Like when you trade Anthony Melton, you should have went and got another guy. Right. Instead of just trading Anthony Melton for a pick to draft a dude. But I'll say this about the Grizzlies, man, about the Grizzlies front office. I'm surprised people aren't, calling me a water carrier. Like, literally got water in my hand. But I'm surprised people aren't calling me a water carrier because I'm not slamming the front office like most people are doing.
Yeah.
Because my thing is, I would have been on the same kind of vibe, bro. Like, if I just drafted,
mm-hmm.
they drafted Jaren Jackson. This front office drafted Jaren Jackson Jr. That was not a Chris Wallace draft pick.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that off the air, but that was a Zach Kleiman and his regime.
Because he was already in the Grizzlies organization, yeah.
Zach Kleiman worked for the Grizzlies. That wasn't a Chris Wallace pick.
Mm-hmm.
If Chris Wallace had the sticks, I'll tell you who I've heard that Chris Wallace wanted to draft at the break. But that was not a Chris Wallace selection, all right? They drafted Jaren Jackson Jr., they drafted John Morant. Nobody's giving them credit for that. They drafted Desmond Bane, they drafted Brandon Clark, they drafted Santi Aldama. They drafted Xavier Tillman. I'm not mad at them for thinking they had the magic touch. And like, okay, you give me 4 picks, I'm going to nail 2 of these dudes. I'm going to get 2 more rotation players on this team. That shit did not happen.
Technically, they did, but they're not high level rotation.
Who you talking about,
players.
Vince Williams?
Vince Williams and David Roddy, but they're not.
No, David Roddy.
That's why I'm saying
like he's not a rotation player.
He's a back end in the roster guy.
He's the worst version of John Conchar when he was a rotation player.
Yeah.
I think that's what I would say Roddy is.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't mind those dudes. I'm sorry. I understand them having the kind of balls to think I'm going to
Desmond Bane.
We said Bane. Yeah, I'm going to go find another Desmond Bane. I'm going to go find another Brandon Clark. I'm going to draft another older dude.
Who can replace Melton.
Yeah, who can replace Melton.
Kyle Anderson.
I think Santi Aldama is going to replace Kyle Anderson, and I'm going to go get another dude.
Because literally, you traded up. Zaire was drafted, in my opinion, to replace Dylan Brooks.
Right.
Jake LaRavery was drafted to replace Kyle Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
David Roddy was drafted to replace DeAnthony
Melton. And then you had
they missed all 3.
You had Vince Williams, who was kind of like a wild card. Like, hey, I'm just everything I get from this dude is gravy, and he is the whole piece of meat to this boy.
Kenny Chandler was drafted to replace
Tyus Jones, and none of that happened. Like none of those dudes were good, man. None of those dudes were good except for Vince Williams, who's the only guy who's proven to be a rotation player. And now you about to run out of games with this dude. You about to run out. That 2-way contract is going to end real soon.
Yeah.
Like I think it's like 55 games.
It's 50.
Yeah, he's got like what? He's got like less than 20 games left before they have to make that decision. So, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man. So I understand people's frustration level with the front office. I'm not the guy who's like stomping on these dudes because I don't think they're dummies. I think they're aware of what's going on. They're aware of what they need to do. But like you said, that draft a couple years ago, man, really screwed them up for sure.
Yeah, and same as you, I haven't really just blamed them because, in a sense, you're going to miss on picks.
Yeah,
you nailed 3 all-star caliber players. After that, you just need role players.
You got 3 max contracts you're paying right now for dudes that you ran to the podium and said, "Give me that dude."
Right, you can find role players around them. Right now, it hasn't worked out this season. Why? 25 games missed by your superstar and injuries. Marcus Smart, Luke Kennard, Derrick Rose, Santi Aldama. Like, literally, nobody been there.
Yeah.
Then Steven, you basically overplayed your hand with the Steven Adams deal because hypothetically this summer, I don't know who choice it was. Not to have surge between Steven Adams, the Grizzlies, whatever. They should have had a backup plan in place. Maybe they did try.
Right. Because we'll be talking about countdown to Steven Adams coming back this year. Even if he'd had the surgery late or whatever, we've been talking about, well, we could just make it to,
January, February.
We'll be having Steven Adams back for sure. But yeah, man, it's crazy times right now. I've talked about this in the first segment too, the 60% formula. And we win tonight and we're over 60%. Winning percentage with John Morant since John Morant's came back.
Yep.
So, like I said, man, I'm kind of choosing optimism. I don't have time for the gloom and doom stuff. I don't know, man. I was listening to Chris Harrington today, and I was like, yeah, I agree with exactly what he's saying. Like, my only viewpoint for this year is how does this year set up next year? Whether that's making the playoffs, making the play-in, and getting put out, not making any of it, and just going into the draft. This next few months, how does this set up for next season is really all I'm worried about, man. Do we make a trade at the deadline that sets us up for the future? Do we get our big man for the future? Are we going to keep Steven Adams and let him be the big man for the future? What does Brandon Clark look like? Is G.G. Jackson going to be the answer at the big wing for us?
That could be.
All those type of things. That's what's going through my mind. I don't really care about losing to the Kings by 40 or whatever. I don't care, man. Like I'm not at that point where this season kind of is what it is.
Yeah.
And there's still playing at a winning percentage to get into the play-in, even though we just lost 3 straight games. You know what I mean?
Literally everybody you finally got everybody that you can get back healthy back.
Right.
So,
you win tonight, you're 5 out of your last 8. That's like 62%. 60% gets you at 41 and 41. I'm not really stressing about none of this crap. But because, I mean, it's a long season. A lot of stuff can happen. So
yeah. And like you said, just thinking about the future.
Yeah.
That Steve Adams thing is a big question because, one, how he would come back from that injury, what would he look like? Another thing I pointed out on Twitter, I guess Steve, the fun stats. What's his name?
Funaki
stats, the Steve Adams guy. I responded to his thing about, the options with Steve Adams. I'm like, the last 2 years, he's been hurt. Like, he had COVID. One, he was unplayable against Minnesota. Then he had COVID to start the Golden State series. Then he came back later. He produced, but it was just like, okay, you wasn't there when we need you the most. This past season, he got hurt. Wasn't there when we need him the most. Now this season, he out for the whole season. So I'm like, that's 3 straight years. Starting center, who we are relying on because we are terrible at rebounder right now, hasn't.
And at least level rebounder is not there.
Yep.
You know something I think about all the time, man? There's going to be a time, like I put out tweets, I'm like, if the Grizzlies going to get a big, they need to try to send it to a team who don't really care. Where they get a player back who just want picks. Send Steven Adams in that deal. Like, you know what I think about all the time? Like, we're going to lose a lot of cool Twitter people.
That's true, though. And Steven Adams is funny. He is enjoyable.
These folks going to get on down the ass, man. Like, oh, damn.
Hey.
All these people, man, we going to lose. All those folks going to turn to Atlanta Hawks fans or something.
If it gets us closer to the championship.
If it get me Clint Capella, I don't give a damn. All y'all. Get y'all ass out
love
here.
Love you, Funaki.
Hey, Funaki. Pia, we love y'all. If it's been real, though, whoever. Hey.
We got Capella.
My guy Kiwi, get your ass up out of here. Hey, we got Capella, man. We'll see how the playoffs.
Other side.
Yeah.
Hey, someone from Washington just broke some interesting news.
All right.
Apparently, the Wizards are making Kuzma available.
No, I don't want this.
For only 1 or 2 first-round picks.
Can he rebound? Real question. Right?
Man, there are a lot of people that Grizzly fans get excited about that I don't really understand.
Kyle Kuzma is A on that list, man.
And I don't get it because he's not a wing, bro. He's not a wing.
Because I don't see how he
you
fits
can't play him with Jaren.
Because you can't play Jaren in the center.
He's a forward, man.
He's a forward.
He's a forward. And like he's a forward who needs like not Jaren to be his 5. Like he needs like a real 5 to be his 5.
Unless he's willing to take a bench role where he could take Santi Aldama as
he'd be an ultra super Santi Aldama.
He'd be the 6th man.
I think him and Jaren are cool and he probably like being here. I just don't know what you do with him.
I need rebounding.
And I don't he's not a wing, man. Like he's kind of like that dude that plays for he's kind of like Keegan Murray a little bit, but like
I'll take Keegan Murray.
Yeah. He's kind of I don't know. I'm gonna tell you something. Kuzma said something today that I'm really not disagreeing with either. I'm disagreeing with it, but let me get this wrong. Let me get this right. Let me rephrase this. He said something that I don't agree with him, but I'm coming around on what he was talking about. He said that Devin Booker's shoes are the freshest shoes out right now. That's a damn lie because they're still generally terrible. But those shoes do not look as bad as me as they used to, bro. Like that Versus got like the Phoenix Suns colors in it. Them joints don't look bad, bro.
No, he had a pair that came out. He had a pair that came out that, like when you first started with us over here at BCM, that you were.
Oh yeah, I remember them.
You remember that? What was that? What are those called, man? They were trash.
It was the same shoe. They even came out yet.
Oh wow.
Those haven't come out.
That shoe ain't out in stores yet. No.
They heard your clip and said, let's rethink this.
Yeah, them joints are terrible.
But them joints kind of growing on me, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like and shout out to John Morant too, man. Because
I see the college, Arizona.
Those Arizona joints.
Nah, them Duke joints was nasty.
The Duke joints are fresh, but them Arizona ones.
Yeah,
them
with
Arizona
the white
ones. Oh my god.
Hey, that's big, bro. Some dude was like, "Nah, they really ain't that big." I said, "Bro, you can get out my mentions with that." Talking about something like any coach can like order those. Like, bro,
no, that's not how it works.
Them is like no Nike IDs, fam. That's a deal that Nike's got with those, bro. You just can't throw a Duke logo on those shoes, man. Like,
I heard folks getting on Ja's head saying, "Why wasn't Memphis first?" And I'm like, "Bro, you think it's Ja's? You think it's Ja's decision? Number one."
Yeah, I am no comment on that, bro. Because
Ja ain't making that decision.
Yeah, we'll talk about that out there. But yeah,
I told you. I said. I think I texted you or tweeted at you. Ja's already getting that Kobe treatment, man. Kobe had the same thing. Mm-hmm. I remember my first Kobe's that I ever wore were those Michigan State ones that he put out, and they were so. I love those things so much.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that Kobe Duke is clean. The Arizona's clean. Somebody said they got an Oregon joint. I ain't seen that one.
I ain't seen that, but
that's major though, bro. Like that means your shoe. That means Nike has real plans for you. But man, but yeah, it's crazy times with the Grizzlies right now. They're struggling. Hopefully they pick up a win tonight at home against San Antonio. They're going to be in the building against the best prospect since LeBron James, who's just been pretty much vibing. Just kind of looking tall and shit.
Not doing nothing.
I ain't going to say he ain't doing nothing. He's good, but like LeBron James was loud as hell his rookie year, man. Like that he had that Cleveland team like scratching on the surface of being a playoff team rookie year. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna say my man Wemby ain't good. He's great.
He's gonna be good.
They also got a non-traditional starting point guard who I don't know.
They got they've got his whole lineup messed up.
Yeah, lineup is
his whole roster.
I thought Wemby would be a lot scarier because when I saw the way people were talking about it, I was like, that's not scary to me. It's just like he's tall as shit. Like he's just it's just being a freak of nature. But he doesn't look nearly as like league dominant as I thought he would look. You know, coming to he's not really showing real signs to me that he's going to dominate the league in years to come. And it's crazy because this show airs tomorrow, and he scores. He's going to drop 50 on us tonight.
100%.
When we saying that for sure. But yeah, man. But
shut this pod down. Y'all so stupid. He just dropped 50 on you.
Yeah, like about Toronto is there.
Did you watch the game? No, dumbass. We recorded this yesterday.
No, dumbass. The game hadn't happened yet.
It happened yet.
We should have previewed the new Toronto Raptors with R.J. Barry.
There you go.
Man, quickly come into town.
Yeah, man.
That's a trade.
And you know what?
That's a trade we should have been a part of, man.
I'm gonna talk about this in the 3-pointer as well, but I am so proud of Memphis Grizzlies fans for not. You saw some of it, but like who kind of understood. Nah, we had to sit this one out, man.
Oh, yeah.
That wasn't a trade we could have got involved in, man. The Knicks traded like 2 of their top 6 players for OG. We'll talk about that in the 3-pointer too. You gonna hang around with me?
Of course, every time.
All right, we're gonna take a break. Then we come back and do the 3-pointer with Parish. We're gonna talk about that. A lot of other stuff going on here in the city of Memphis. It's been a while since we had the show, so we got some catching up to do. We'll see you guys in a minute, though. We out.
Is this the best University of Memphis basketball team in 15 years?
Oh.
You thought I was going Penny Hardaway era?
I would say yes.
I would say yes, too.
Definitely in the Penny Hardaway. I thought you were going Penny Hardaway.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I mean, this is
Will
kind of tough.
4 Kings team.
That's kind of tough, though, because I don't know, because I wonder about the upside of this particular team when we get to a tournament situation.
Yeah.
I think that's a wait and see. That's an incomplete.
I think so.
I agree.
That's an incomplete.
I agree.
But I'm leaning yes based on the way they have managed this out of conference schedule, because this is nuts. The fact that we're debating
that's what I was.
That sort of shows
where this team
what
is
the
at.
ceiling of this team could potentially be, and it's exciting as hell. Don't hide your excitement. If you're a Memphis fan out there, don't hide your excitement.
The fact that you can even have an argument or debate on if this is the best team in the last 15 years shows you all you need to know about what this team is.
Tune in to On the Bluff with Christian Fowler and Gabe Kuhn every Tuesday at 12 p.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
Do you think if you spot an NBA team 30 points, they would still come back and win?
Against who?
A college team. A good college team.
Yes.
30 points. You think they can come back and... What if I said 40 points? What is the breaking point?
What are you saying? That the NBA team is down 30 points?
Yeah, they're basically negative 40 at the start of the game. Negative 30, negative 40.
I don't know, TJ. This like what team? Who's on it? We're talking like the national championship team, like UConn last year versus.
No, let's say let's just use Villanova because that's who we played. Versus the Pistons. You think they come back and win that?
I mean, we went on a 20
right, y'all. Welcome back to the Anthony Sain Show. It's a 3-pointer where we talk about 3 things that are going on in the world of sports. This week we're gonna do an and-1. We're gonna do the and-1 with that joint. OG Anunoby trade. The New York Knicks finally got whatever they're trying to do. Like, the Knicks are so strange, bro. Like, y'all, like I love OG Anunoby, bro. Like, one of my favorite non-Grizzlies in the league. But, like, he's not the second best player on your team.
R.J. Barrett and Emmanuel Quigley.
I guess third best player in that case.
And somebody said, oh, that was my boy Fast Break Breakfast. Was like, shout out to like earth-shattering trades that don't move any needles at all. Like it's literally just you just moved a bunch of dudes around, and Toronto's still bad, and the Knicks are still going to be kind of what they are in the East. There were rumors a couple years ago that OG wanted to one of the bigger role, possibly playing a bigger market, these type of things, and he's got his wish. I don't know what that looks like with him and what's the guy's name? Jalen Brunson, yeah. Jalen Brunson.
What's his name?
Yeah,
what's that New York?
Yeah.
What's that New York Knicks guy?
Yeah, but I don't know what that looks like. Like, I don't know if they, like, OG's got a lot of pressure on him now, man. Like, you gotta be that dude. Like, and Jalen Brunson has proven to be big enough for that city, big enough for that market,
in the contract year,
big enough for bright lights. You know what I mean? Bright lights and a big city.
Get it, dog.
Hold on. We'll get some water so I can hit that again. Hold on.
Parish, what do you think about his new water bottle?
And it's all right.
It's on lit.
I think
it's all right. It's all right.
Got my little small jug.
Yeah, man, get that out. Get that out of here.
I got Memphis Tigers on.
I got real big things.
I got really big rings.
Yeah, what a time
to be alive.
Big Pimpin'. I can't mess with no skin and water bottle, bro. What you want?
Got a rape whistle on there and everything.
Rape whistle. Shout out to, I said rape whistle. shout out to Vanessa 2 times, man. That would have been a perfect segue for the John Morant stuff too. We'll come back to that though. But are we done with OG Anunoby?
I mean,
I don't think it does anything. It doesn't do anything.
I don't do nothing for neither team.
For either team. No.
Except for the Knicks might get worse.
I'm just seeing.
I don't know, man. Like, I love OG, but like, you're banking on him being your second best plair. I don't know.
You lost your bench because Emmanuel Quigley was your bench.
Yeah, he was good. You got Precious Achiuwa, who I like. For some reason, Toronto fans didn't. God, dog, I'm gonna throw up. But yeah, I don't get it, man. I don't know what those dudes are doing. But yeah, shout out to that. But finesse 2 times segues into the John Morant situation. It's cool. It's cool when they do it. John Morant was a lot of people got on job about the whole thing, the dancing thing, doing the what's it called? The Rock Your Hips dance.
Rock Your Hips.
The guy who created the dance came out and said it's not about gunplay.
Exactly, man.
I can see why somebody would think it might have been from the movements. But when the dude come out and say, nah, man, chill out. I mean,
and you see everybody in college doing it.
And everybody in college is doing it. Like,
the guy from Texas just did it last night.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get into all that because I'm sure people,
They expect you to get into all that.
They expect me to get into all that. So I'm like, man, whatever, bro. Like, that's the way.
Ain't serious enough.
And I'll say this all the time. Everything, I want people to totally understand what I'm saying. I'm not saying there's not a racial element to it, but it's not always a racial thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's it's an ignorance issue and a face of fear thing. John Morant looks like what we've been programmed to not like.
Yep.
Like I say this all the time. Shout out to the only person in the NBA who gets to be afraid of. Yeah. Shout out to the person who gets more strays on this show than probably anybody. Tyrese Halliburton. If Tyrese Halliburton did that dance, you're looking at a goofy kid with braces in his mouth.
Ain't nobody saying a
word.
word.
Saying shit about it.
Facts.
I mean, it's just it's because Tyrese Halliburton looks like safety. You know what I mean? John Morant looks like I'm about to get robbed. You know what I mean? And
also what's happened with him this year.
Yeah,
because if he did that last year, you probably wouldn't.
No one would have cared. Yep. And I get people saying, and here's another thing too. This is what I'm just kind of tired of, man. I'm really tired of when it comes down to this particular issue. Like, it's this whole, well, John Morant did this. Now he's got to be in the sunken place and you better do right because, Master Silver's still looking at you now, man. Like, go play basketball. Right. Go be awesome. You don't have to, you've served your time for what you did.
And he on speed dial with Silver anyway.
Yeah, man. He's not. He doesn't have to. And when I see black people doing that shit, it really started pissing me off, bro. Right. Like, Ja doesn't have to be whatever y'all think he needs to be now to like, oh, yo, he messing up. No, bro, what do you mean he's messing up? Like, he's like, come on, man, stop it. Yeah, and dude is selling shoes all over the place. They're like 6-year-old white kids like going to Grizzlies games with Ja Morant jerseys on in other cities. And like, Rob, I promise you he's fine, bro. Like, and it's like, people kind of acting like he has to like fall in line now and just be this Boy Scout of a man. Just don't do the dumb shit you did again.
The people have spoken.
Stay off of Instagram Live.
Yeah, man.
The people have spoken about how they feel about.
If you want to sit in your driveway and play with your gun in the car with your boys, do that shit. Just to put on Instagram Live, bro. That's all I want y'all to do. Period. But go ahead, Ken.
No, I'm just saying it's exactly like what you just said. The people have spoken about how they feel about Ja Morant. Like,
yeah, man,
he don't need to do anything other than who he is, be who he is, be who he wants to be, and just not do dumb shit.
Because there was a dude that was talking about it. He called Brevin dumb for his take. Because Brevin was like, man, shut up, all this is dumb.
Yep, I saw that.
And dude said that Brevin was dumb. I said, family.
I said, really, bro?
I said, and this is how I look at it, man. And like, y'all can say whatever. I said, so do you think Ja is in danger of getting in trouble again from this? He said, no, I don't think he get in trouble. I don't think he should get in trouble. Like, so what are you bitching about then?
Then what are you saying? Like, what are you really saying?
Like, you want him to be like, Toby B. Good naysayer. I don't know if you ever saw the Roots before, but
yeah, I have.
You want him to be like, you want him to turn into Toby now. Like, no, man, like he's still gonna be Ja Morant. Like, he's still like, I don't actually him doing that. I'm like, all right, bro, keep riding that line. Like,
having fun, bro. Like,
yeah, laugh at yourself. Even if he was doing the gun thing, I mean, whatever, bro. Like, laugh at your own self.
Right.
Like everybody else in the league is doing it. Why can't Ja do a gun celebration? I mean, come on, bro. Like,
because someone like even one of my guys was comparing it to the Gilbert Arenas thing. I was like,
man, and Gilbert Arenas, you my boy,
actually brought a gun in the locker room, and him and his teammate and
he did the smoking gun. He did a smoking gun celebration after he got suspended.
After he brought the gun into the locker room and told him to pick one. Like, they were really about to kill each other.
And the teammate that he did that
went to jail. Just got out of jail
for murder.
Just got out of jail this year.
Both former Memphis Grizzlies, Gilbert Arenas and what was that dude's name?
Javaris Critty. He just got out of jail this year. Well, not last year.
It's all crazy, man. It's all crazy for sure. Number 3 is Tiger Basketball is not playing around at all. Big win against Austin P. I was in the building.
Was it a big win?
All these wins.
Wins.
Because if FAU had the big win against Arizona, then lost to Florida Gulf Coast. So hey, we take it.
Beat Austin P. Shout out to my guy Adrian Henning, who was not walking through that door, man. Not gonna be on the court. Adrian Henning is a Ridgeway alum. Me and Adrian about the same age. We're not really friends. I know him. We talk or whatever, but he's doing good in real estate. He was on that team, Austin P, that beat Memphis when Calipari was here.
Nasty. Yeah. Adrian was nasty.
No, not Calipari. Yeah. Was it Calipari? No, could have been Calipari. Yeah, Calipari was the coach then, right? When Austin P beat us and Adrian was good as hell.
If he's your age, he wouldn't be Calipari.
Yeah, it would have been. It wouldn't know Josh Passman.
He would have been before.
It was Calipari. He's about my age. I think he might be a little younger than me. Yeah,
there would have been Calipari years.
Calipari was only there from 6, right? 2006.
Calipari was
2000.
Yeah, because when I graduated, when I was a freshman in college, Tick Price was the coach. Calipari was the very next coach, bro. It was Johnny Jones for half a season. Then
that's right. Yep.
It was okay. It was when Calipari was there. But yeah, so Adrian Henning, I joked with him about the tweet I put out saying that Adrian Henning was not walking through that door. Tigers win. But I was in the building for that game. And I'll say this. Y'all been lying to me because the game was white as shit and old. Y'all been talking about how it's a party in there. It's a party.
I can't say, man. I see Kenny on TV all the time, man.
Oh, man. Kenny
ran the camera.
My big ass. You don't know how many texts I get every single game. We saw you. I know.
Looking like that Tigers football, like a defensive coordinator.
But I will say this, man. It is from my years covering the team when I was with Tri-State Defender, the crowd does look a little more livelier than it did then. Like I was covering the team when Paston was here, right?
Oh yeah.
And Tubby Smith was here, and the crowd does look livelier. It ain't live yet, but it's livelier than it was back then. That team is freaking good, man. Because that Tomlin kid 15 and 15 the other night. Like that Penny's got
solid pick.
a team, man. And I think they're going to really gel once they get into conference play, and there's not going to be as much pressure on them. You know what I mean? I think when they can just kind of
can't sleepwalk.
Yeah, I think I think the fact that you can sleepwalk is going to make this team better. Like that they'll kind of get more comfortable, get their confidence up against some of these teams, and they'll find ways to win. And I think that they'll end up being a better team because of it. I think they're going to blast a lot of teams in the conference, but I think there will be games where you can kind of get kinks out, but it's almost like a practice.
And what also people need to realize is you're not going to beat everybody by 30.
No, you're not.
You're not going to be most by 30.
Yeah,
like I think Memphis fans have to get it. That's the problem that even with Memphis Grizzlies fans is we've got a lot of Memphis Grizzlies fans that grew up watching college basketball, and college basketball fan versus professional NBA fan is two totally different people. And I tell people all the time, you got to start thinking about things in a professional way instead of a college way, because like people are freaking out about this Austin Peay thing, and I'm like, listen, man, they played like donkey, right? They still won the game by double digits.
Yeah.
Found a way to win.
They found a way to win. That's what good teams do.
Yeah. The fact that they could just turn it up, like, we can get y'all ass up out here right quick, man. The fact that they could do that was for sure.
Like I said, on the flip side, you see your rivals down there in Florida. They lost. They lost the game.
They lost that game. They lost the Florida Gulf Coast.
Could have been them
the same night.
The Tigers literally able to say, "All right, Hansel Emmanuel, get your little one-arm ass. We're gonna get your ass up out of here right quick." All right, bro, we gotta do it. Nah, we gonna have this conversation, man. Cause I'm telling what y'all gonna stop doing with me, bro. Like, bro, we're not gonna do this. We're not gonna treat. I'm not okay. Let me put this out here. I'm looking to the screen. I'm like, wrestling. Look here, Pally. Let me tell you what we're not gonna do, bro. I'm not gonna feel bad for Hansel Emmanuel at all. No. I'm not treating that dude like any kind of charity case. Because you know what, bro? Like, you really don't have to do this, bro. Like, honestly, nobody's making you
anything. Seeing him play college lets you know we got no excuses. Nobody got any excuse in life on anything.
I'm not treating that dude like a charity case. Bro, oh my God. And then, bro, I'm watching the game. I'm like, bro, I can see dudes like don't really know how to deal with him. Like, all right, bro.
How do you guard that, right? Like, no, I'm just saying. Like, it's got to be so weird, right?
You saw dudes kind of like, all right, bro, I don't want to be the dude to steal your ball.
Yeah,
bro, y'all better be glad I'm not a current D1 athlete, bro.
Oh, my God.
Man, you're not getting shit off on me. No, bro. Give me this, you one-armed bastard. Give me this damn ball. Like, what are you doing? Like, bro, no, you are not going to do. You're like, nah, I'm watching this dude beating David Jones' ball out of bounds. Like, nah, bro, you better get your ass up out of here.
And yamming from the free throw line.
Oh, bro, I'm going to say this. Oh, God.
But, Anthony, you're being so mean to him.
Hold on, pause, bro. Because, bro. Hold on. If Hansel Emmanuel had two arms, he would be in the NBA right now. That dude could play. Like, he's like.
He really can.
There are people who said, like, he would have been one of the better players in the country if he had another arm. But I'm not gonna make this dude a charity. It's not like he's like somebody with like I don't want to offend nobody, bro. But it's not like he's special needs out there, man.
No,
like he's
right.
Yeah, he fully functional.
Right. So I'm like, I'm not making him a charity case. I'm like, bro, you really don't have to do this. Like, we're not, it's not like you.
Man.
Dude was really hooping. And man, like, man, get the hell out. Get out of here, man. What are you talking about? He was really. What do you mean? Like, dude's got one arm. Like, kid is like, well, how do you guard him easily? I do not guard the side that don't have an arm on it.
He can't go that way.
Avoid the nub and just like stay on this side. Wait till he dribbles the ball and take that motherfucker, man. What are you talking about?
It's a cold hard truth. I can't deny that.
I'm not. Right. And I'm watching Penny's trap. Penny's going trap.
To that point. To that point.
And Quinterly and David Jones was like, all right, bro. I ain't finna be the dude to steal this dude.
To that point, it reminded me. You remember James Harden manipulated James so
Penny's
much.
trap. Penny's calling full court trap.
You remember folks started guarding James Harden like that. So what you just said. Literally guard you like they charge.
How do you guard a guy like that easily? I'm taking your goddamn ball.
Literally.
Because what you not gonna do is clown me with one arm, bro. Like you're not gonna get your shit off of me with one arm, bro. No, man, no, you're not doing nothing to me, bro.
Shots, rebounding,
bro.
Y'all tripping,
bro. I'm guarding that dude. You know how they show clips of like Kobe and them, like they'll be.
Get Tony out there on the
bro. I'm not making that dude a charity case, bro. Like I think it's admirable that he's able to go off like he goes off with one arm.
Yeah.
But bro, it's too many dudes. Like, all right, man, I just don't. Cause man, if you set a screen on me and that nub hit me, bro, I'm throwing a bone. You put that nub on me, man. Oh no, hell no, bro.
It's fair game.
You not putting that nub on me, man. Hey, we go ahead. You know how like that show, like Kobe and them, they'll be at the free throw line. They'll be like their hands on their knees. They be like rubbing all up on each other.
Stop.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna put that little nub. I'm gonna put that nub on my arm like this. The ref gonna be like,
you can't even hook him though.
I'm gonna hook his ass. But that nub, like, hey, show me how I do that.
All right, man.
What you not gonna do is go off on me, bro. Oh God. Forgive me, y'all. Oh, damn.
Still a tough guy to guard, man.
Man, hell no.
It remind me of that Jesus verse, man.
But that's the reason why he plays with Austin P, man. Man, come on, bro. Then people in Memphis, that kid committed to Memphis. Like, shut the hell up talking to me, man. Penny was not going. That dude was not going to play for the Tigers, man. Like, that was clearly, the Hamilton guy, like, he's the coach of Austin P, right?
Yeah.
Like, that was his guy. Like, come on, man. Like, that dude was not going to Memphis, man. Oh, man. Could you imagine? And that dude might have been all right on last year's team, though, because that team was ass.
Right.
Yeah, he was last year.
Oh, man.
That's funny.
I ain't gonna lie, man.
Hey, speaking of last year's team, let's go back to last year's team. Keontae Kitten didn't play no more after breaking his hand.
He should just put one hand on him.
I see a person playing one arm out here. Hey,
you ain't got no excuses,
bro. Oh, man. Marcus Smart talking about he hurt his hand. I don't give a damn.
He's still playing.
Look at Hansel Emmanuel.
Blocking folks shit.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Whew. Let me get back together, bro. Yeah, I'm sorry. If that offended anybody, I really don't care, but damn. It shouldn't have, man.
Number 15 in the nation, man.
15 in the nation, man. We get back together, man. Y'all talking amongst yourself, man. I hadn't told myself.
Well, let's go take the Tigers football.
Let's go Tigers football, Parish.
I gotta come back. I got another Hansel Emmanuel joke. He just ain't coming to me.
No.
Oh, man. Man, people say, that dude's coming to Memphis. Hey, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Imagine being what's my boy? Poor Caleb Mills. Like, man, you got me come out the bench for this freaking game. Oh man, who would get more minutes? Jaden Hardaway or
Imagine being in a camp battle with that kid. It's between you and Hansel Emmanuel.
Like, hell no, bro. You get 5 minutes. Oh, Tiger football. The and-1. 3-pointer and-1.
Let's go Tiger football.
Tiger football. Hey, bro, y'all sound crazy to about Friday Ryan Silverfield. I ain't gonna lie. Now, I know I'm a disconnected dude. Like, I don't give a damn either way. That dude went 10-3 and just beat like a real team, like a real conference, big conference team,
real Big 12 team
in a bowl game,
that
bro.
Was
like
and beat the brakes off of them.
That was impressive.
10-3, man. Like he's gonna bring a lot of them dudes back.
Yep.
Like I said, I'm probably the wrong dude to talk about this because I truly don't care. I want to look at a one-arm quarterback dude.
Bro. It's hard because you need the other arm to.
You gotta.
I just don't shoot jump shots, man.
We didn't get to that.
How is he oh, that's the joke, man. That's the joke, right? So I'm at the Tiger game high as shit, bro. I'm high as shit, bro. I'm sitting on the club level, right? Like, I forgot dude played for them. So I'm watching the game, bro. I'm like, who is this shit? Like, bro, why am I watching a dude? My mind didn't process that it was a dude out there with one arm. I was like, oh, he plays for them. I forgot about that. Tiger football.
Seth Finnegan has 2 arms, so.
Who?
Seth Finnegan has 2 arms.
Yeah.
Good.
Could he be a receiver?
He ain't fast enough for that.
He could be a long snapper.
Oh, you talking about handsome?
He could be a kicker and shit, though.
You kind of need both hands.
Could you be a kicker with one leg?
No, with actual kick.
You gonna fall on your ass everything. Some Charlie Brown shit. Bruh. Can you do some research? And there's a tragic story as to why he didn't have another arm.
Yeah, he was 6.
Like, just scrap this whole thing.
He was 6 cinder blocks or...
Yeah, some cinder blocks fell on his arm or something like that.
And it was...
Okay.
And he was like stuck. Like,
hey man, he's
like 2 hours.
He plays Division I football, basketball.
I gotta give him his props, but the whole gist of what I'm saying is, like, bro, if you get out there on that D1 court, bro, I'm not gonna take away your disadvantage because you have one arm. Like, I'm going to not guard this arm, and I'm going to steal your ball, bro. Like, you're not going off of me. Like, I'm sure guys would hate to be that guy who does that, but I'm like, no, you're not doing nothing on me, man. You literally got one arm. You're not about to go off on me. But yeah, he was going off on the Tigers the other night. But Tiger football, shout out to y'all. You're Liberty Bowl champions.
It's a fun game, man. That was a fun atmosphere down there.
Yeah, y'all lied to me about that shit too, because y'all was not there for that game. Y'all was at the house with me.
Y'all split 50-50.
Man, what? Y'all was at the house with me watching that mother.
Memphis, bro, we don't do cold, we don't do rain.
Hey, we was in there arguing about stadium money.
I'm at the house.
Oh, it's too cold for that shit. Forget all that. I'm at the house. Forget that shit. Oh, man. Y'all do what y'all want to do with that $200 million. Oh, yeah. Also, shout out to mayor-elect, actual mayor of Memphis, Paul Young.
Let's go, Paul Young.
Yeah, man. We just all over the place with this one, man. But we better take a break, man. When we come back, it's going to be Inside the Same Brain where we talk about crazy shit.
Wait. This topic's going to be about one-armed basketball players. One-armed football players.
You want to stay around for that too?
Yeah, of course.
All right, man. We're going to take a break when we come back. It's going to be more than the Same Show. See y'all in a minute.
This is foolish and stupid.
Foolish and stupid.
It is
stupidly
dumb.
foolish.
It is dumb as hell.
Foolishly
That they
stupid.
haven't got in at all this year.
Yeah.
They're not. What are AP voters doing?
I don't know.
They're leaning. Here's a couple things. They're either leaning on what they thought this team would be coming into the year, or they're still holding Penny Hardaway's drama against him.
Yeah.
Oh, something's going to spiral out of control. Well, quite frankly, it hadn't gone that bad. They're 7-2, and they have 3 wins over top 50 KenPom teams, 2 top 25 wins at this point in the year.
Yep.
Find me a team who
that
has
has a better
that
resume.
on their freaking resume.
I agree.
Tune into On the Bluff with Christian Fowler and Gabe Kuhn every Tuesday at 12 p.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
What a huge week from the. Can we call them the Three Kings? Can we replace the old Three Kings with the new Three Kings?
Well, they were 4 kings, though.
Yeah, but these 3 are better than the 4.
Yeah, I think that's a fair statement.
The 3 being David Jones, Javon Quinterly, and Caleb Mills. Through these last 2 games on the road, both in Raucous Arenas, they've combined. Do you know how many points they've combined for?
I don't remember the number. You actually talked about.
I know,
this
I
right
told
before,
you. I was
Very
just seeing
briefly.
how
I
good.
don't remember the number. I do remember it being staggering.
Timothy's memory was 126 combined points in the last 2 matchups. That's 63 a ball game between the 3 of those fellas. David Jones leading the way. He was American Conference Player of the Week, averaging 26, 7.5 rebounds, and 3 steals in 2 road games. Dropped 23 on VCU with 8 boards, and then dropped 29 yesterday in College Station. keep that up, we're going to be tough to beat.
Yeah, I mean, what are we talking about?
Tune in to Tigers Untapped with TJ Willis and Trey Lasley every Wednesday at 3 p.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Anthony Sain Show. Final segment of the show.
You good, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I thought and then Kenny low down ass. I ain't going to hell by myself, man. In the break, we replayed the joke about pennies as they call it trap. And the guy say, Coach, what would you want me to do? He's got one arm. And Kenny says he's always in a trap. He can only go one way.
He's biologically trapped, bro.
Biologically trapped. Oh my God. Oh man, inside the same brain.
He ain't going. He's only going this way.
Dude, I would get that. I would literally sit on that dude's hand like, all right, bro, it's coming back eventually. All right, thank you, man. Get out of here, man. All right, so inside the same brain, where we talk about crazy shit that's going on in my mind, or just something that's going on outside of sports. Two pretty big sports news things happen. That I've totally forgot what those are at this point. Hold on, it'll come back to me though. No, two things. I got them. All right, two things that I want to talk about during the break that I was not able to talk about. I'm gonna rapid fire these two real fast. We'll get up out of here, man. Number one is the whole Simone Biles thing and her husband. The irony is I can't even think of the brother's name right
Jonathan
now.
something.
Owens.
Yeah, Jonathan Owens. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. I watched
that whole situation.
I watched the full interview.
Yeah, I did as well.
Overblown.
I did as well. Like, shout out to the people who have good sense, because most of the people who spoke about the whole situation did not. Jonathan Owens, at the time of meeting Simone Biles, was a fringe NFL player who was making some level of money, making pretty good money. Very handsome dude, young dude, athlete, in the prime of his life. He gets on a dating app for celebrities. He finds Simone Biles. He didn't know who she was. Looked her up, found out who she was, and was like, all right, cool, but mostly I'm attracted to who she is. They started dating. And people are mad because he wasn't awestruck by her and isn't like...
Or said he was the prize.
And said that he's the prize, all right? And he says, in my opinion, all men are the prize. Right. Like, I think if you're a good, solid dude, if you get with a woman, you're the prize. And my thing is, if all he is to her is a dude who don't give a shit about her money, she found a prize. You know what I mean? If she found a dude who don't give a shit about none of that... And not. I'll also say this. I think there's probably some cap into what he's saying.
I thought that was my initial thought when he first said.
Because saying you never heard of is false.
That's crazy.
But it sounds more like I'll accept that I've heard of you before, but I didn't know that you were this goddamn big. Yeah. Like I think that sounds. Because I'll be honest with you, I know what Simone Biles is, but even I had to say, okay, is this her or the other one? Oh, this is Simone Biles. This ain't the Gabby Douglas.
Gabby.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, which one are you? Okay, all right, cool, all right. So that's me, who's a sports fan, like, and who watches the Olympics. Like, I get into this shit. But, like, for him to act like he didn't know who she was at all, thought that was bullshit. But I'm like, even if it wasn't bullshit, even if it was, like, what does that matter? Like, those two are an extremely happy couple who honor each other and give each other credit for millions of things.
And she was there doing the interview.
Yeah,
like,
she was there.
She didn't care.
So why y'all only ask? Why y'all mad ass care, man? Anyway, we're gonna move on from that.
They were talking about divorce that man.
Yeah,
I'm like, are you?
Yeah, that's crazy.
If anything, he really spoke highly of how she's helped his career.
Understand,
because now he's a starter now,
and helped him understand celebrity, because he's like one of the. They say he's one of the young up and coming safeties in the league.
Exactly,
about to get paid. And for all I know, man, they could be in a situation where people are assuming, like, okay, I'll say this: if I'm ignorant, don't know what I'm talking about, tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, how much money is Gabby Douglas? How much money is Simone Biles really making? Like, how does she make money?
Sponsorships
of what?
Of anything. Of anything.
Now I ain't saying she ain't got no money, but dude's in the NFL, man. Like, why be acting like dude broke? Like,
right.
Like, what is, like, what kind of, like, I ain't saying she's broke.
Dude, she's got an estimated net worth of $16 million. All
right, he's making how much money a year? He's making $1 million a year.
But
he's about to get a big ass contract.
He's probably about to get somewhere.
He's about to get something where he's making more than 16. The total of it is going to be more than $16 million, right?
Probably
the total contract.
All right, so ain't like dude out here broke, man. And they could very well be in a situation where he's taking care of everything. Like, he's like, all right, baby, we'll use your money to save for this in the future. We'll live off my money, because I'm making enough money where we can live off of me.
Yep.
And people act like he's just some dude, some bum living off her. Like, man, come on, man.
He's making about $1 million a year
Now, but he's got a big
But
deal.
he's about to get a big contract.
Yeah, he's about to get a payday, super payday.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to them, man. Y'all got to stop for sure, man. Shout out to Black Love.
Y'all say especially with black couples.
Yeah,
I feel
man.
like because Russell Wilson, Sierra, it's like you a nitpickers or something.
Why y'all tearing them folks down, bro? Them folks are clearly happy, whether we happy about it or not. So who are we to tear it down? But also another thing I want to talk about. People got mad at me about this on Facebook. The Color Purple movie came out.
I ain't seen it yet,
and I won't see it. If I see it, it's gonna have to see me in my house. But I definitely ain't going to see that shit for sure. I'll say this real fast. We'll move on. When I first saw the trailer for this, I was like, oh, this is a Color Purple remake. I didn't ask for that. I don't think anybody did. That was my initial response, right?
Me
so
too.
then I actually watched the trailer, right? I was like, that ain't the story that I grew up on.
That's
like,
the Broadway play. Yeah.
But in the trailer, you can see, okay, this is not going the way the other
Not
one
the
went.
actual movie.
Yeah.
Whoopi
So I'm like, all
Goldberg,
right.
yeah.
I was like, I don't want to see this. I was like, I'm definitely not going to the movie theater. Like I said, it's probably going to find me, and I'll watch it. It'll pop up on the top of my Fire Stick and say, hey.
Get the HBO Max or something.
Yeah, and I'll watch it. You know what I mean?
That's the same with me.
And I may watch it on some bootleg stream before it comes out on, but I'll watch it. You know what I mean? But like the thing that bothers me, because this is what I'm talking about today, man. My people just bother me sometimes the way we think, right?
The naysayers.
Because you naysayers out there. No, they say stuff like, why can't we just support a black movie? All right, bro, let's pull back the layers on this black movie, first of all. First of all, this movie's made by Oprah Winfrey, who, like, all right, I'm gonna just throw that out there. Y'all do what y'all want to do with it. Steven Spielberg and Quincy Jones are the people over this movie. There's billions of dollars of people. Mm-hmm. I don't care if I make those people richer or not. They're great. You know what I mean? I don't care if I make those particular people richer or not. If anything, this is a movie that has a black cast in the attempt to get that black audience. You know what I mean? To get those people to say, we should support this movie. And first of all, I didn't ask for this movie. I don't think anybody really asked for this movie. This is something that was made to target us to go spend our money. Like, no, I'm not going to the movie theater to see that movie. I'll watch it, but no, I'm not gonna support. I'm kind of, and that's an era in time that's not the best time for us. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm kind of tired of the black trauma movies and movies propping up for black trauma anyway. So I don't feel any emotional desire to go support this movie in the movie theater. And those actors have gotten paid. They got their checks, man. Yeah. I don't really care what happens after that or whatever. But that's all I got, man. That's all I got. Been a good show. We've acted a damn fool.
You got any movies you are looking forward to seeing?
In the theaters. Well, me and Sabrina are going to see Aquaman. She got back from Japan. Man, just grateful.
How's she doing, by the way?
Yeah, she's good, man. I'm glad that earthquake that happened after my baby got home, man, for sure. I think she said she's checked on all her friends. All her friends are good. But yeah, we're going to see Aquaman. I've kind of let her mom's side of the family have her this entire holiday time, but I'm gonna spend more time with her coming in this week. So yeah, we've been talking, but I ain't really been spending a lot of time with her. So we're gonna go do our thing, get our nerd shit on.
Yep.
For the next few weeks. She got me a great gift for Christmas. Some stuff to take to my office at work, as well as some Japanese snacks. The strawberry Kit Kat is some good stuff, man.
Mm.
Yeah.
Sound good.
Yeah, good stuff. Got me some high chews as well. They seem a little bit more high chewy than the ones that
the ones we get.
They come in America, yeah. But yeah, man, that's it, man. My guy Parish Sharkey, he's here every Tuesday. Yep. Happy New Year to you guys. Got our first show of the year going down. A lot of big things hopefully happening here on the show, man. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us this entire time. Like I said, go blow up every night to try to get him on the show more often. Yeah, it was a good time with him. But a good time with my guy Paris, like we do each and every Wednesday here on the Anthony Sain Show, man. But we'll see you guys next time, y'all, and we up out of here.
Thank you for listening to the Anthony Sain Show. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a rating and a review wherever you download your podcasts. Also, like and subscribe to Bluff City Media's YouTube page. For comprehensive coverage of Memphis sports, head over to www.bluffcitymedia.co and find out how you can become an insider. We will see you back here next week.